everybody. Welcome to Call Me Emma.
Hey, so for the first beginning of this, the audio is going to be kind of bad. If you want to skip past it, be my guest. Actually, don't. We need the watch time. She recorded it on her phone. It's because I was ill. So thank you. Bye.
Today is Saturday. We have two shows today. Yesterday, some of us went to Schmackery's to serve up our show's signature Schmackery's cookie, which is the steak gold cookie. It's a delicious like lemon cookie with a little lemon frosting. But we also have a steak gold latte, which is a turmeric latte, which I got today. On my way down, I actually biked here today if I look kind of sweaty. I love a good bike ride, especially down the West Side Highway. I've been craving a little bit more like outside activity that isn't just doing the show lately, which means I have the space for that in my schedule. So I've been biking to work every day. It's about like 40 minutes bike. I was biking down. It was delicious. It was super warm today. And I was like, I want a little treat. So I got myself the steak gold latte, which is just a turmeric latte, which honestly, I guess I've never tried it, but I tried one yesterday and I was like, wait, this is kind of delicious and amazing. So I got one today. And while I was in there, I saw someone who was coming to see the show literally in an hour, well, less than an hour now. They made me these beautiful bracelets. How stunning. There we go. Boom. So chic. And now we're getting ready. So we're gonna get ready and hang out and talk a little bit why this weekend is kind of a sad but also kind of an exciting weekend. We have had Kevin Csolack playing Trip in our show since opening, question mark, like just before opening. So it's been a while. And Kevin Csolack is a part of our Broadway company, but initially it was Sean Jones who originated the part of Trip. But during our preview process, he got injured and he couldn't be in the show anymore. So he's been out recovering. Now it is finally time for him to come back to our family, be on the ground with us. It's very exciting and it's also very sad because we've all come to love and know and adore Kevin Csolack. A couple of things are happening this weekend to celebrate Kevin Csolack's departure, to celebrate Kevin Csolack's part of this show. We love Kevin Csolack. We're gonna miss him a lot. We wish there was a way to just like add him to the play so that we can have Sean back because we've missed Sean so much, and also have Kevin Csolack. He's gonna move on to whatever is next for him and we're all excited to cheer him on no matter what that looks like. Sunday is technically his real life last day. We will go to celebrate him at a bar and have some snacks and just kind of have a cry, if you will, and a hug because we'll miss seeing him in the building. But tonight, for our snob, we are going to dress up as Kevin Csolack. That's it. That's our snob tonight. I texted in the group this morning because I thought it would be a fun way to honor him. One thing about Kevin Csolack is he loves a half beanie. I don't know if that's like technically the correct term for it, but I have brought a beanie that I'm going to fold in half so that I look like Kevin Csolack. If you look at the picture that he posted on his Instagram when he joined our company, he's literally wearing a half bean and a collared shirt, which I also brought, and it just says, oh, I'm in this now. There's a lot of great inspiration on his Instagram, so I'm hopeful that people will show up and out in the best way that they can on the day of. I think it's going to be a very fun, kind of giving college party type snob this evening. The last thing that I would like to add that I was like today years old learned, I have been getting a lot of unbrush ads on my TikTok because I am someone who has wavy hair, like maybe like 2B, 2C, somewhere between the two. I'm a curly hair girl TikTok watcher for sure. I love it. I think it's soothing and also it's very informational. I learned that brushes were intended to be brushed vertically because of the way the prongs are in the hairbrush. When you brush it up and down, it actually like has a straight shot through the prongs. Come in. Wait, what is this? Tell us, Rachel, tell us!
A girl just sent me a package from Ocean City and Delaware beaches. She sent me this big old thing of Candy Kitchen, so I brought it happy, so we're gonna open it.
Absolutely.
I'm taking a bad vlog.
Sorry, that's disgusting. Anyway, it's blowing my mind the fact that it was meant to be like this. I can literally feel less breakage in my hair. Does anyone else care about this? Anyway, that was my like tiny TED talk. Thanks for coming. Okay, speaking of cosplaying as Kevin tonight, we also have a cosplayer in the audience, which is mind-blowing. Someone has come and is dressed up as Cherry Valance in the front row. She looks amazing. We have to go say hi. Oh, look at this real life Cherry Valance. Okay, tell us about where did you get this?
I actually made it myself.
Oh!
I love making costumes. I love your outfit so much. I just had to recreate it.
Okay, well, shout out to Serafina, our costume designer. Congratulations on this amazing look. You look so good. And who do we have here today?
I'm Emily.
And Emily, can you show me what you just showed me, please? What you may not understand is I wrote that. That looks incredible. I'm gagged. What an amazing stage door experience from the Cherry cosplay, which is so cool. She did such a great job, so shout out, girlie. And then the tattoo, I remember writing it and like I wrote it a couple of times because I wanted it to be perfect. I mean, it's forever And a girl at the front of the line told me that my pride speech encouraged her to come out to her family, which like broke my heart in the most beautiful way. I'm so overwhelmed and I just wanted to share. Not that I'm telling anyone to do anything with their lives that they don't feel completely safe or supported in, but I just want to let you know you are always safe here, and I'm so grateful that we have this community together. I feel so honored, overwhelmed with gratitude, and I just want to say I love you guys. I love you so much. And I haven't looked in the whole thing, but not me literally talking about bracelets and what I'm gonna do with them. A girl gave me a gift, said, "This little bag's for you." It's SMS bracelet. Today was a really amazing day at the stage door, and it's never about the gifts. It's always just about the connection, the real personal connection that we get to make. It's making me emotional. It's something that I feel like we are very gifted to have this opportunity to make connections online, and sometimes it can be very overwhelming, and sometimes you can feel very alone. And I'm very thankful that we have found one another through however we got here. So if you're here, thank you. You mean a lot to me, and I really appreciate your love and support in what I do. I was reading a fan letter earlier, and somebody was praising me for not being in the show when they came. They were like, I loved that somebody that I love and believe in took the time off to take care of themselves. And I was like, thank you for saying that, because sometimes it's really hard, you know? Anyway, love you guys.
My name's Kevin Csolack. Turn up. Give us your best Kevin Csolack DJ impression. Yeah! Hey, Milena, you look amazing. Can I see your inspo? Hi, vlog. First and foremost, we're back to the camera. As cute as on my phone is with convenience, I hate the lack of focusing. Second important news, I have a new boom on my microphone. Okay, the other boom was really crusty and ugly, but now we have this one, very chic. Okay, it wasn't ugly. It just went through a lot. Very exciting. Thank you, Arlow. Number 3, today is Wednesday, and we just finished our first and only show. What you may or may not know is our typical show schedule is 1 Tuesday night, 2 Wednesday day, 1 at 2 p.m., 1 at 7:30, then Thursday night, Friday night, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. We are about to change our schedule to a schedule that I know A Beautiful Noise did, which is 1 Tuesday night, 1 Wednesday in the day, no Wednesday night, 2 on Thursday, 1 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. I think I'm gonna love it. I fear I'm gonna love it, and I'm gonna want all my schedules to be like that. I'm telling you all of that because that is going to happen in September. It's not happening right now, so why don't we have a show on Wednesday night? Well, this weekend will be our first 5-show weekend. So typically when there is a holiday that most jobs observe for a Monday, we will tend to have a 5-show weekend in hopes of having more people that are coming from out of town into the city to spend the weekend, the long weekend. We have Labor Day on Monday, and so we have 2 shows Saturday and 2 shows on Sunday. It will be our first 5-show weekend here at the Jacobs. I'm very interested to see how it goes, how tired we are. So that means that we have Wednesday night off, which is exciting, and that means I'm gonna go see a show. I'm so excited. I've decided I'm gonna go literally right across the street and see Water for Elephants. I've had the chance to meet a couple of the cast members from Water for Elephants, one of which being Grant, who iconically, we would take the same exact subway car to work a couple of times. Would you believe it that today on my way in, we got in the same subway car, and I was so excited to tell him I'm getting to see his show, and this is his final week before he finishes his contract, flies back to LA, and he's home with his wife and almost newborn baby. I saw him on the train, and he said, I hope my wife doesn't go into labor because you won't see me in the show if that happens. So I'm really excited to see Grant. I'm really excited to see Izzy. I'm really excited to see all of the incredible cirque performers who use their bodies in ways that I can never comprehend or understand, but I have an immense amount of respect for. So my boyfriend Nick and I are gonna go and have noodles at our favorite udon place, and then we're gonna head to the show, and you're coming with me. It's gonna be amazing. And just a couple more things before I go. I have to shout out Nora, who wrote me a letter and sent me some gifts. The gifts are absolutely stunning. I have to show them. First of all, look at this box. How incredible is that? Inside said box, outsider playbill earrings. And on the inside, it says Stay Gold and Cherry Valance. Another thing that Nora sent me is a shirt that she made, which I think is so cool and I can't wait to wear it. Oh my gosh, look at how precious. It's perfect. Thank you so much, Nora, for your gift. I can't wait to wear it. Speaking of gifts, guess what we just got today when we walked into the theater? Oh, we got our own vinyl. I'm so excited. We do have a record player in my apartment, so I'm very looking forward to listening to this on a record player. If you don't have one of these, come get you one of these. Okay, on to the show. Cheers. Cheers. Are you excited about seeing the show?
Quite.
What is one thing you're most looking forward to about the show?
The stunts?
Acrobatics?
Sure.
Ah, yes. Home sweet home. This is the show we're seeing, and that right there is my dressing room. Yeah. This is our seeds.
This is a really long live photo.
It never ends. I'm really excited. Wow.
Wow.
Absolutely amazing.
So we saw.
Absolutely see again. We're on the stage. We're here visiting some friends as they clear out the stage. Big, beautiful theater. Very chic, very exciting. It is Thursday, and today, I think it's 2:30. Yes, that's my call time. Call time for what? Thank you for asking. We are doing a content capture day. So our social media team has asked us to come in, film some stuff for the social medias. So I am going to get into full costume and hair and shoot some content for like 2 hours, I think. But I wanted to take some time while we're getting ready to talk about how incredible the show was last night. One thing about me is I will always be absolutely gobsmacked at what acrobats can do with their bodies. And I feel the same way about any like Olympian. It's insane the way that they take care of their body, the way that they use their bodies to do their sport. The artistry on top of their athleticism is mind-boggling to me. The way that they wove in all of this acrobatics into the storytelling, it was stunning. There were dream sequences. There were some numbers where they allowed people and sometimes animals, there's animals in the show, be personified and represented by some of the acrobats. The cool thing is that everybody kind of does a little bit of acrobatics. I mean, you have Izzy McCullough flying around on a trapeze, and you've got Grant freaking hanging from a trapeze and singing his little heart out at the same time. It was so cool to see how they bled the acrobatics into the storytelling. What an amazing evening at the theater. I love how different theater can be. That sounds kind of like, well, duh. But I'll never forget reading, it must have been a letter that someone sent me or a DM. Someone said I had to convince maybe their brother to come and see The Outsiders, bragging them there basically because the only other Broadway show that this person had seen was Phantom. And so they were like, every musical is like this. That's a totally valid and understandable conclusion to make after seeing your first one. So many expectations are set by the first show that you ever see. You're like, oh, there's puppetry in musicals. That's what I thought after seeing The Lion King. If this was my first Broadway show, Water for Elephants, I'd be like, oh my God, acrobatics are in Broadway all the time. That's so cool. When in reality, it's like each show is its own individual vehicle of storytelling. There's so much technical things going on in our show that if, again, it was my first time, and especially if I was like 12, I would be like, this is what every Broadway show is like. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. When in reality, there are other Broadway shows that have little to no special effects and are still as impactful, if not more, based on, you know, whatever they're sharing. It's unbelievable. If you have the privilege of seeing Illinois was a Broadway musical that got nominated for many Tonys, and it is all dance. It's all storytelling told through dance. There was a full pit. There were also singers who sang the music, but they weren't like integrated into the storytelling. They were a part of the band, which is super interesting. And again, a different style of telling a story on a stage for the Broadway. It's so cool what we do and the different ways that we can convey messages through art. I find it so fascinating. I love what I do. It is so cool to do this. I love it. And now we're ready. Voila. It's like I'm ready for a play, but just gonna take some corridors. We were just on the stage doing some social moments. I'm excited to see them. I think they're really cute. And now I'm going downstairs for an interview. Okay, I did my interviews. I was kind of nervous. You know how I feel about public speaking. It always makes me nervous. And now we're back to doing photos. So here we go. On a magnet. Finished up some of the photos on the stage, which was very exciting, and I'm joined by Chad. Hi, Chad.
Hello.
Hey, who are you and what do you do?
I am the social media manager for The Outsiders. DM us.
Thank you, DM. Right. What are you most excited about for today's social media capture?
I think I'm excited about the photos being taken by Andy Henderson. Oh, actually, we got fan questions that we had you write, and they're all answering them, and Emma's about to do it.
Oh my god, so excited. Bye. Okay. Again, not my best work. If you see those videos and they look kind of crazy, just know that you guys have such great questions and I'm not as quickly introspective as I'd like to be. Maybe it takes practice. I don't know. Anyway, there's Kevin, William, Paul taking photos down there. And now I'm gonna take photos with Andy Anderson. I love Andy. It's here. Oh my gosh, I just realized because my hair and makeup is done already, I can sit through Fight and Lift Call and show you guys a little bit of what we do. So Fight and Lift Call will change day to day, depending on who's out, who's in, depending on what day of the week it is. Top of the week, we touch everything. We had our day off, we have plenty of time to recalibrate and we want to reconnect with our partners. We want to make sure we hit everything. Typically as a show gets to run for a long time where we've hit 6 months now, which is kind of crazy to think about. But that means that we've done this enough times that if we do it one time and we feel safe enough with our partners, depending on again what it is, whether it's violence or partnering, there's a chance that we don't have to do it every single day unless something feels a little funky. Or let's say something happens in the show and it feels a little disconnected. You're like, hey, do you mind if we actually put this back in Fight and Lift Call for tomorrow? It's an open dialogue with our dance captains and our fight captains to allow the Fight and Lift Call to be what it needs to be for each show. So it's not going to be the entire Fight and Lift Call like we do on Tuesdays, but I'll give you a little glimpse. Let's go. If I'm right, which I think I am, it's Guy.
Hi, how are you? Hi.
So now we're gonna cut the hair. So that's Social Violence 2, when he's like, yeah, he's a stupid Mustangs and Madras. The Bob stand-in, Sky Lakota Lynch. What can't Sky do? Sky for Cherry? More like Sky for Bob. What do you think about Sky?
I hope my knee jumping down. I hope my knee.
This is such a chaotic video. I apologize, Arlo. Rio is playing Steve tonight. Go Rio! Okay, this one's called Fire from Flower. So this is important to note that I don't know what any of this stuff is, mostly because I'm usually upstairs doing my hair, getting my makeup done. So this is Fire from Flower. It looks like a flower. We're in the fire. Get your all tofu. And as you can hear, our amazing sound team, Heather, is checking our mics. This one is called Run Run Brother from Abandoned Church? Question mark? I'm not quite sure. Let's look. We got a yeet! There is Melena, one of our dance captains, and Henry, our fight captain. And now we're in the Rumble, which many of you have seen parts of, maybe from the Tonys. Lots of throwing around. Now, the one part that I did miss, which I wish I had gotten. Remember that time we talked about percentages for the Fight and Lift Call? They just yelled out 65. So that was like, we're not doing it to its fullest extent, but we are going to give it definitely spacing, definitely like checking in with my partner, make sure we're on the same page. But that's why it's obviously not full out, because they went to their 65. That's what they call phase 2. Margin! Now here, some people will roll because some people have new partners. For example, Rio, Sarah Grace back there, because Rio is playing Steve, who is usually played by our one and only Rennie and McGee. But not everyone else has to because they've done the Rumble together many times this week. That's how Broadway's running, at least in our building. One of my favorite pastimes is when my boyfriend Nicholas plays and goes live. Today, I'm so lucky that it's a private concert just for me. Hi vlog, this is the end. We've come to the end, but before we end, I thought that I would do a real life unboxing. Look at this amazing box that came. So many cute little cherry stickers. I'm so excited. My big old muscles. Oh my gosh! Oh, this is so cute! Okay, so this is from Rifle Paper Company. We're excited to share our new cherry collection with you, featuring Rifle Paper Company co-founder and artist Anna Bond's hand-painted illustration. Inspired by the sweet fruit, the cherries collection features new accessories for the kitchen, farmer's market, and beyond. I'm obsessed! Tell them thank you. Oh my gosh, shout out! Oh! This is a very real reaction. It says, cheese please. It's a calendar that is illustrated with cheese. One thing about me, I love cheese. This is my favorite cheese of all time though. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Oh my gosh, thank you Rifle Paper. And also stunning. This is very chic. It's giving hot and yet safe. Look at this keychain. Everything is stunning. A little list. Oh my gosh, and on the back it has a magnet. Look at these. I love the 3. I feel like we always see cherries in 2s, but no one's talking about a cherry in 3. Or a single cherry. This is to write recipes on. This is so cute. Please, Rachel. Wow, this is a mug. One thing about me, and also I would say my family, we have a mug problem. One thing about us is we have loads of mugs. Thank you, wrapped. Wow. How beautiful is that? Just once more, and you need to have it. Okay, then this is the last thing. So we have a recipe binder holder. On the inside it has references, which I love. We love a reference. Thank you, reference sheet. Oh my gosh, my mother would love this. My grandma as well. And the inside, it's like a little organizing moment for your recipes. It's giving tabs. Wait, I am so obsessed with this. The design of these cherries are so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gagged. Huge thank you to Rifle Paper Company. I am so honored to have been gifted so many of these beautiful pieces. I can't wait to use them. I can't wait to implement them in my kitchen. This is so exciting. What a great way to end the vlog. Oh my gosh, I was like totally not expecting that. I want to say a huge thank you to anyone who's ever sent me anything, whether it's a letter or a gift. I do have a pile of mail that is right behind you that I shan't show you because it is quite in disarray. It's a little disorganized right now. I like to take my time, as you know, reading them. I like to take my time to read them off camera so that I can really give it the quality time that you all took to write it. Again, if you want to write a letter, the address is somewhere in a video that I've done before, and I'm sure Arlo will link said video in the comments. If you do send something, please add your Instagram handle so I can reach out and say thank you. I don't typically write people back, but I will always shoot you a message to say thank you for taking the time. Wow, what a fun week. Order for Elephants, content capture day. Lots of fun things happened this week, and I'm really glad that we got to spend it together. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Let me know what you want to see coming forward, and I hope you have an amazing day. Thanks for watching.